Hello, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Inesta Bellardo, owner and chief operator here at BNA Benefit Solutions, home of all your insurance needs. And today we come live streaming for you, talking to you a little bit about Munchkins and Mortgages. What do the two have to do with one another? Absolutely everything. Why? Because buying a home is super sweet. So today we're going to introduce to you a friend of our agency here and a newfound friend of our agency here to talk to you a little bit about all about the home buying process. So without further delay, we have some special guests for you. We're actually streaming live here in Bridgeport, Connecticut from the library, but we decided to come on and do this live stream to give you some information for those of you who couldn't make it here. So I'm going to introduce to you real estate guru, no further delay than our friend here at the agency, Miss Angela Wilson.
Hi there, Inessa. Thank you for putting together this live stream. So I am Angela Wilson. I am with Global Real Estate in Stratford, Connecticut. I am a real estate agent that is had been with real estate now for like better than 15 years. And I focus mostly on the single buyer because they find a lot of challenges in understanding that they can maintain or can accomplish their home ownership goals. And in that, we have now come together and are going with a program that's Time to Own, where there's little to no down payment in purchasing a home. And we will be discussing that at this meeting that we had a conversation about it. And we will be having another conversation come December 3rd at 10 o'clock at Bridgeport Library on Newfield Avenue, the Newfield branch. So please come down and join us here, and we can do a bigger dive into what that looks like and what homeownership actually looks like for the first time, and some of those costs that you maybe consider hidden, but they're actually there. But we actually open the door and have those conversations to ensure that our clients that are buying their homes for the first time don't go in blindly with then coming up with some unexpected costs and having to factor that in.
Excellent, Angela. Thank you so much for giving that piece of information. This is such a crucial time, especially with the rates and things like that we're seeing, even for like rental and things like that. We're trying to really give the information to individuals who are looking and giving clear, concrete information for them, information that they can really depend on when it comes to the process. So thank you for joining us today. Today, we're just going to have a really lighthearted conversation regarding the transaction piece, some of the transaction pieces, again, because like you said, we'll be coming back again on December 3rd. But we just want to get this information out to the public and let people know that we're definitely here to share the information. All of the information that we're giving today and in the future is going to be 100% free for everyone to have in terms of this new time to own. Thank you, Alex, for correcting me with that. But we're here to give the information in a manner that is easy to digest. And so we do have a very, very special guest here. Her name is Alex. She is a new friend of the agency, new to the whole mortgage and Munchkins and Mortgages process, but she will be joining us time and time again. She will be your point of contact when it comes to specifically the mortgage transactional piece of it. So you will have myself here with the agency talking to you about insurance, and then you'll have Angela talking to you about the real estate portion of it and what that looks like and negotiating your pricing, and then you'll have me talking to you about all the insurance pieces and everything that you need to make sure that you have the correct coverages. So I am going to bring on the screen here for you as a brief introduction, Alex Casabianca, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she does and how long she's been doing it.
Yes, my name is Alexandra Casabianca. I'm with First Floor Mortgage. I
Okay, so while Alex is coming back on the stream, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. We're just going to share with you. Oh, there she is. Okay, there she is. All right, Alex, thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about Time to Own. It's a new program from the state of Connecticut. Basically, they are giving people up to $50,000 for down payment. Main requirements are to be first-time home buyers and to have lived in Connecticut for the past 3 years. If you have lived in Connecticut for the past 3 years and are first-time home buyers, you can apply for up to $50,000 forgivable down payment. So basically, they will forgive 10%. Let's assume you get $50,000 for your down payment. They will forgive 10% of this $50,000 every year. So if by the 10th year you remain at the property, you maintain the property, and you're still occupying it, you won't have to pay back anything. This is an excellent program, and it's been a total success. Many people have had the opportunities to buy with this because not everybody has 3% or 3.5% to buy a house plus closing costs. So with this program, you can buy with minimum funds. You have to pay a couple of things: an appraisal, an inspection. You probably have to put a deposit for the seller to take the property off the market. But even that deposit, we can structure so you can get it back at closing. So basically, you are purchasing a home with very little money. It's been a total success. Many people have been able to purchase homes. There's two separate amounts. So you can get up to $25,000 in certain areas, or you can get $50,000 in better quality areas. This is the target of this. The intention is for us to be able to move to a better neighborhood, to be able to have better school systems for our children. And that's why in the high quality areas you get more money, so that we can have a better.
Okay, Alex, thank you so much for that information about the Time to Own. So I just wanted to ask you, how long have you been doing mortgages, and what is your push for the community in terms of why you do what you do within the community regarding mortgages and helping first-time home buyers? Like, what is your background and what brings you to the table so passionately about these new programs and what you do?
So I've been in the mortgage industry and the real estate, because I've worked in many sections of the real estate process for at least 15 years. It is my passion to help people buy their homes. I really love that. It's very satisfying to me when somebody calls have a home thanks to my hard work, because sometimes it is very hard work, but it is very rewarding. Some people would never have the chance to own a house because I sit with them for years if necessary, so that we can get them to the point where they can purchase. It is I am passionate with that. I love people buying homes. Ever since I got to this country, my dream was always to own a house. It took me a few years to do it, and it felt amazing. And I want everybody to have that opportunity and that feeling that I had.
Alex, thank you so much for sharing that information. We know that you are professionally invested in helping people find homes and get fitted into the right mortgages. We also know that you're personally invested because you've been in a situation where you've own a home now. So that makes all the world a difference. And we can tell by your expertise and how long that you've been working with people through the mortgage process that this is something very important to you. So I want to bring us back to Angela and kind of ask Angela, like, what is your drive and your passion as a real estate agent, and how do you feel like these programs would be beneficial to people in terms of the people that you serve? Thank you thank you so much for giving us that. I'm going to bring Alex onto the stream with us. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are watching us live, or those of you who may go back and watch the stream as you see it in your stream come down, you can always go back and click on the button and like and share what it is that we're doing here in the community in Connecticut and wherever else we have available to tell people about this time to own. And so it is so important to be able to have a team of experts who are working together in your favor to make sure that all of the components that need to be taken care of, from working with Alex at the very initial part of the process, making sure that you get that approval, to working with Angela to making sure that the transaction goes correctly and making sure that you're negotiating fairly, and making sure all the bells and whistles are pulled out there. And of course, working with us here at the agency to make sure that we have the right coverages for your home, even during the mortgage transaction and even after the mortgage transaction is going to be so essential. Alex, before we wrap up, I want you to just kind of talk a little bit about where we are in terms of the funding, what's happening with the funding. If you can tell the people that are viewing what's happening with the funding now, and what's happening with the funding as more funding comes in, if you can kind of just briefly go over that.
Right. So the state of Connecticut. Sorry, this is my first one.
Okay, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a full panel of experts when it comes to being able to help you with, the time to own. And so we want to be able to get this information to you. We will be here physically at the Bridgeport Public Library on December 3rd from 10 to, go ahead, Angela, give it to me.
10 to 12.
We'll be here from 10 to 12. We will have our flyers out for you to be able to see where we're going to be at here in the community. And so we encourage everyone who's anyone, even if you don't think that this is the time for you to own, even if you're not sure what your credit score is or whatever the case may be, if you have some resistance or some hesitation, the questions that you have, we're willing to answer those questions for you. And again, free of charge. And so if you need to get in contact with any of us, we will have the information listed for you in this live. You can call us individually and talk to us and let us know what your questions are, or you can come down to the live presentation that we will be having. We will be having some more live streams, so we want to hear from you. What are some of the questions that you have when it comes to home ownership? What are some of the ailments, or what are some of the kinks in the road that you think that you might be coming across? Could it be your credit? Maybe you're not sure of whatever your debt to ratio income may be. Maybe you're not sure to look and you need Angela to help you find that pristine location. This is the time for you to ask the questions to the experts. So don't be shy. Come on by. We plan on having more Munchkins for you. And so we'll continue to have the Munchkins and Mortgages. And if there's a space where you would like for us to come to in maybe your local organization or your community, we'd be willing to even come to you. That's right. So we can travel together. We come in threes. So we would come together. We bring the Munchkins, of course, and you'd have to bring the people. But at least this way, you know that you have an expert panel coming together to help you purchase a home. So without further ado, we want to say thank you for joining us. This is our first live. And so we're going to be doing much, much more in the community. So you'll see us as well. And so we're so happy to be able to share this time with you. We appreciate you. We hope everyone has a great weekend. And again, to our veterans, happy Veterans Day. And we'll be able to see you soon. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.